Alright guys, ModelRocks321 here, back with another video for today. We're going to start the day out flying the F-22 Raptor. This rocket was not my original build. Rest in peace to Roger Cozy of Advanced Rocketry Corporation. He actually, this is one of his. Rest in peace to him. He actually put out a bunch of rockets back in the days, these parallel stage rockets. If you've been around long enough, you may remember those. But we're going to give this a shot on a C-63. This glider, the jet should detach, and the rocket has a parachute to fall down, so it's serving as a booster. We should get a nice glide recovery. He's flown it a few times. I see some dings and dents on it, so I think everything is set up well for it. In the meantime, check the links below. Also shop Estes Rockets, @_321. Put that in at your checkout and get yourself a discount. So we're gonna go. Let's get this day started. All right, guys, here we go. We got the F-22 Raptor. A little breeze, so we're gonna see how this thing performs on a C-63. Going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Into the wind. All right, eject that glider. 3 seconds, come on. Whoa, there you go. Glider detached, give him a little flight. There we go. And it landed on his belly, kinda nice. Wow, the wind is what killed that. That was, it would have had more altitude, I believe. It would have been a nice flight. It was pretty much close to the ground when ejection happened, but the glider did detach. Yeah, that would have been a nice flight had it been a little more altitude. This got a little more breezier out here, and it carried it up, carried it closer to the ground than I wanted. But yeah, pretty nice. Still got a little glide out of it, and I can see it kind of riding the wind. So I will be bringing this one back out. Nice. Rest in peace to Mr. Roger Cozy. Yeah, I see the rocket first, so I'll grab that, then I'll come back for the glider. Yeah, so got a flight out of it. All right, so yeah, it's getting dragged. Whoa, getting dragged a little bit. Yeah, all 4 fins seem to be nice. And the way you build those, you see those fins have those little cutouts in it where they're all angled a separate direction, where you'll get a little spin, a little twirl on the way up. Mylar parachute action. Now let's head on over. The glider went over this way. It's close by. I know, I saw it. It actually like skidded on its belly when I saw it heading down. Where you at? It's kind of gray, so everything kind of blending in out here. Where are you? Oh, there he is. I went past it. So here we have the F-22 Raptor. $35 million jet out here. Right there. Parked on its stomach, as I thought. We're on its belly. Nice flight. I'll take it. ModelRocks321. Go subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned for the next launch. All right, guys, here we go. We got the second flight. Another glider. It's glider day. So we got the Space Shuttle, the latest Estes version, going on a B-64. Glider should detach. I don't send them up too high, just a B-64, especially because, well, I wish I did have a C now because I think it's going to arc into the wind. It might be kind of low to the ground, but we'll see. Low to the ground. We'll see what happens though. Let's go on and get this guy sent up. All right, guys, here we go. We got the Space Shuttle. The new version of the Space Shuttle, going on a B-64 into the breeze probably. So here we go. 3, 2, 1. Oh, there we go. 4 seconds. Come on. There we go. Glider's off. Glider's just hanging there. Look at the glider. Check him out. Nice. And there you go. He hit the ground. That was pretty nice. He was just pretty much sitting there in the breeze. The wind was pushing it. I guess everything was center of gravity, was balanced. It was perfect as the wind was going over it. Aerodynamics were happening. And yeah, it gave a tiny little glide in the end on a B-64. Let's see, hit this harder stuff, so let's see. All right, everything looks good. Yeah, all good. That was a nice little flight, I'll take it. Perfect. Let's go on and recover the fuel tank and everything else. Where they at? Oh, over here? Okay, so we're gonna head over this way somewhere. I don't even see them yet. I kept my eye on the glider because it's a smaller part. Oh, it's over here. Here we go. So here we go, coming up on the fuel tank and boosters. I see one of the fins detached, one of those clear flight fins, but they should be good. They made them out. These are made out of nice acrylic, so yeah, those are good. One just popped out, so these can go inside of the solid rocket boosters. So we're good. Everything's good there. Good. Yeah, good parachute. Everything recovered. I kind of missed this whole thing. I was keeping an eye out on that right there. So There you go. These are still available at Estes too. You can get these using my discount, IN_321. Get them a little bit cheaper because they are kind of on the pricier side. I thought they should have been a little cheaper personally, but it's a cool flying rocket. Nice. That was good. I like that. I like the way it was sitting there. And came on down. Took his time. And holding on into the wind for a little bit. That was cool. Never saw that happen. 3, 2, 1. Stay tuned for another flight. All right, guys, here we go. We got the last flight of the day. This is the Quest. I always forget the title of this one or the name of this rocket. I think it's the Quest Interceptor, if I'm not mistaken. Somebody can correct me, but I cannot remember. It's been that long since I even brought it out. I don't think I've ever flown it before, maybe. If not, if I did, forget it. But if I did, this is a maiden flight. So we're gonna go on and get this going on a C63. So expect a high flight for this one. Got a little breeze, so it may give me a little long walk, kinda. So we'll do it. All right, here we go. We got the Quest Interceptor going on a C65, C63 rather. And we are going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Way up there, smoke and parachute. He's coming down. Coming down kind of right. Let me twist around here. Where are you coming down? Okay, kind of close to us. Probably go in the sun, guys, so get ready to see nothing if you've been seeing anything at all. Oh, kind of back over this way, yeah. Back, yep. And coming down sideways, kind of. Riding that breeze. And just touch down over there. We go recover this guy. And I think I said a C63. That may have been a B64 if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember. I forget my motors. But we'll see. Recover this guy. I'll be right back with you. Right. So here we go. Coming up on the Interceptor. Everything seemed to be oh, he got a little singe. I thought he was coming down. Oh, he didn't fully unfurl. But the way he was riding the breeze sideways, it worked out pretty good. So there we have him. That is the last flight of the day, guys. Go on and be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you enjoyed this, enjoy a discount. Shop Estes Rockets, estesrockets.com. Put in discount code IN_321. Get your motors, parachutes, parts, accessories, rockets, starter sets, stem stuff, everything. Get yourself a discount. SmileRock321, and we will be back with more. Stay tuned. Share the link, share the videos, share it in your Facebook groups, put it everywhere. 3, 2, 1, and we out. See you at the debriefing. Yes, so you witnessed 3 flights today. You saw this F-22 Raptor fly. First time maiden flight for me. I stated in other videos that I'm going to be trying to fly something new every time. At least 2 rockets you haven't seen fly before. I'm going to try to do that. This one was not mine originally. It was Roger Cozy's of Advanced Rocketry Corporation, ARC. If you look them up, he used to put out parallel stage rockets. He staged half A's, I think, some 18mm ones, and he did some 24mm parallel stage rockets with boosters that fall back, just like real rockets do. Sounding rockets with boosters, or any rockets with boosters. He did it. So anyway, this one flew first, arched into the wind. Then it did detach. The glider did a nice little glide. He had it trimmed pretty well. I think it was pretty standard. He had, I think it was a little breakage here, or a little split here where you will get one of the Avalons, whatever these are called. One of the flaps, I'll just call them flaps. Where you have that one kind of angled up, and these 2 are kind of just loose and free-formed. This one kind of has a small angle, but it gave a nice little glide. So this thing is kind of proven and ready. I can see here where it hit its nose a couple times. But for me, it landed around its belly and all that wind. It kind of skidded and landed, so it was fine. But the booster itself is just this rocket, about 36 inches long. You attach here. No, you attach here. Then there's a little slot where the tail of the rocket fits right on top of that fin right there. So you have little hookup points there. This is for people who don't know. And you have a little split there. You hook him in here, and it goes between this bottom fin, and that's what holds it on. That's it. And it takes it. I missed it anyway. Yeah, it takes off like that, and then during ejection, it'll kind of jar it loose, and this guy will break free, and it flies around and should land. This, I got a serious arch into the wind because it was a very breezy day out there. And like I showed these little hatches in there, little little splits on the fins. It'll cause the rocket to do a little twist into the air, give it a nice glide, give it a nice little release and glide. But had a nice Mylar parachute. Went well overall, kind of arched horizontally, more than I would want, but a great flight. And that was on a C63 as I had planned. But yeah, good flight, good flight. So that was the first one. Let me make sure there's no char. All right, so we're good there. That was the first flight. Sorry about that. Let me get this guy out of the way. So that was the first flight of the day. Then I followed it up with more gliding action. I flew the newest release Estes space shuttle. Small little shuttle. Got a little ding there. I think I had that ding from before. This is just a little foam glider, tiny little thing. Tiny little glider. I got this nose weight on the tip of mine. Seemed to work out well for it, and it just hovered there, and hopefully you can see it in the video. It just hovered there as the wind was pushing it. Then I guess when the wind changed, it was able to free itself, and it gave it a nice glide, and it definitely had the profile of the real space shuttle. This is more scaled than the other vintage version, which I have up on the shelf that I restored and won't fly. It's one of the ones that I will not fly. It is too nice. It is now in shelf queen status. But anyway, you got your fuel tank, 2 solid rocket boosters, classic, classic, classic. Similar to the other one, this one has one point where you hook it on to the booster. Then it just kind of sits along this little piece here. It just kind of sits there. There's nothing really, no attachment point. Seems like it would need something because that's all it kind of getting sideways like that on the pad, but in the breeze. But yeah, it stays on there and it goes up. When the ejection happens, it kicks it free. Very similar to most boost gliders. But yeah, in these, you can actually remove these. You can remove these. Flight fins can, well, let me see. Yeah, flight fins can come off. So I usually just leave it on as I have it sitting on the shelf. Just one of my display ones. It kind of earned some shelf status since it's scale. So, and I want to fly it often. So I'm going to be bringing this one out here and there along with some newer ones, or ones you've never seen before at least. So there we have that guy. That was a nice flight on the B64, which I'll take out right now. I forgot to take out. Yeah, I don't really want to send it up on the sea too much because that little glider, if you lose track, man, that thing can really get lost on you. Actually, it was a B62. So it was a B62. And I think they recommend C, which would push it way up there. And I just don't want to lose that little glider, man. That thing could be hard to see. But anyway, maybe one day, maybe if I get a nice calm day and I have this out, I may put a C in there to see what it does. And just have to keep an eye on that glider, like I said. And last but not least, I flew this Quest rocket. I believe it is the Interceptor. I keep calling it the Interceptor. Somebody will correct me. Estes has an Interceptor. This may have a different name. I'm just calling it the Interceptor for now. Very nice starship design. Got these forward swept fins here. Got little wings here. Got these 2 little fins here. Nice rocket. Very nice, stable flying rocket. This was another Roger Cozy. And that was on a B64, older B64. Flew great. Parachute is garbage, which I'm going to remove. If you've seen another video a while back, I know in one of my other ones, I am getting rid of these parachutes. I do not like. Did he lock that on there like that? I think this is. Yeah, he locked that bad boy on here. Let me see if I can use some needle noses to get that off. But I think he bent the little clad, the barrel clasp. I think he bent the little latch piece. Yeah, he bent it down. But this parachute is just, I'm just going to get rid of this because this is no good. Like, it didn't even unfurl. And all that breeze, it seemed like there was no reason why that parachute shouldn't have opened up for me. But I'm going to get rid of this and I'm going to leave the clasp on there since it's already kind of locked it in. Oh, there we go. Maybe I can, without cutting it. But I'm not keeping it, so it don't matter if I cut the shroud lines or not. It don't matter. I'm cutting them. So get rid of that. I don't want this parachute at all. Goodbye. 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 So I'm going to replace the parachute in here. Just going to find another, probably 12-inch parachute should do for this guy. And yeah, it gave a nice flight. Today was a good day of flying. Space Shuttle, F-22, and this guy right here. Let's get them all up here for you to get one last look. Size comparisons. See how tiny, tiny little Space Shuttle. And if you stay right there, here is the original Estes shuttle, not as scale as this newer version. This newer, I don't know why they made this one. Why? I think they could have done this in the vintage one to give it that shape, because this shape is definitely off. But Still a nice model. This is my rebuilt one. I redid the whole thing, remolded that nose, and now it's a, you know, it's a shelf queen. It's a shelf queen. So that's where it sits. It is Atlantis, my favorite shuttle. And this is just a NASA Estes shuttle foam glider. So yeah, there you have it, guys. This is the debriefing. Hope you enjoyed these flights. Stay tuned. Share the page. Go to estesrockets.com. Fill your shopping cart. Put in IN_321 and get yourself a discount. Email them. Let them know Model Rockets 321 sent you, and you appreciate the work that I'm doing over here with Model Rockets, building and launching, and just enjoying the hobby. So you get out there and fly. It's wintertime. Probably wintertime. Probably pretty cold where you are. This is build time. Then in the spring and the summer, go launch. For me, summertime is really, really hot. I still go. This past summer I didn't do too many, but plan on coming back out this summer. All right, guys, stay tuned. My Rock 321. See ya.